consciousness part that could be swapped out with a future engine at a later date, but right now it's sort of like a hint of what is yet to come, where these personality tests are taken, where basically a voice asks you questions and you click a radio button. It's pretty easy, and you answer these tests. They're automatically scored. You take them multiple times. It averages the scores, and that all feeds into this talking avatar. So what does this avatar really look like? You know, like I said, it's just the best of what we have so far, but it speaks its mind sometimes. What do you think about replicating consciousness?
Well, obviously I prefer to take the biological path.
That's nice.
Sure. Let's go get some free beer and discuss this.
Sounds like a plan.
There is free beer here at Sense to Infinity and beyond. I'm made up of trillions of cells.
So like I said, we launched a functional Spec in 2007, and we'll be launching the version that we really feel good about at the end of this year. But we have experienced some decent results with what we have put out there. Almost 9,000 people have signed up, and we have a set of core users that's kind of hovering around 250 people that come in every month and contribute to this personal archive of theirs. Both the number of core users and the total minutes logged in are beginning to increase here, so we're confident that once we release our new version that we should likely have some positive results. And so what are we looking at for the future? Well, like I said, the next step once this new version is put out, we will look into using some quantitative metrics. I have a dialogue going with Raul Arrabales from the University of Madrid, who has developed this quantitative consciousness taxonomy called ConScale 2, and he's interested in making some manipulations of that so that we can test our, put together an experiment using our avatars with that. We also just purchased the new EEG headset that came out from Emotive Systems, which was just released a month ago, that basically does almost the same thing that the neural implant that Richard Nagel, that Phil Donahue used with Richard Nagel at the very beginning of my talk, but without having to get your skull cut open. And the potential use for this with us would be to associate EEG waves for emotions and reactions with the lines of conversation in the same way that, well, actually, I didn't mention this, but the way that you teach the avatar is just by talking into a microphone, and in the same way that the data of your voice is incorporated, the data from your EEG waves could be also associated with these lines of conversation. We also just implemented a campaign to contest to try and get people to use these video glasses that basically perform a lot of the functions that Gordon Bell's SenseCam and Steve Mann's apparati perform, and we're giving those out for free.
I'm sorry,
so
time is almost...
Okay, I'd like to close with the quote from Richard Feynman. it's one of the most remarkable things that in all of the biological sciences there's no clue as to the necessity of death. If you say that we want to make perpetual motion, we have discovered enough laws as we have studied physics to see that it's either absolutely impossible or else the laws are wrong. But there's nothing in biology yet found that indicates the inevitability of death. This suggests to me that it is not at all inevitable and that it's only a matter of time before the biologists discover what it is that is causing us the trouble, and that the terrible universal disease of temporariness of the human body will be cured. So I think that resonates with both our project and the SENS project. So I'd like to thank all